Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria. We have your daily reading here for Wednesday, April 30th of 2025. If you're new to my channel, on Wednesdays, we're not trying to predict the energies of today. We are bringing in some motivation. We call it midweek motivation. And so this is, the day of the week where people's energy tends to, be a little bit down, depending on if you're a glass half full or a glass half empty. Your work may be, your week may be either half over or almost done. So we're just trying to bring forward messages from spirit, whatever it is they want to say to you, to give you that energy boost that you may be looking for the rest of your week. Let's get started. We've got patience. We've got truth. Oh, two heavy hitters coming right out of the gate. And we have Eight of Cups, which is emotional withdrawal on this one. Okay. So there could be something here going on that you're maybe feeling like nothing's working out for you, or you may be feeling like you've been waiting so long for something and you're almost like giving up hope a little bit. Some of you are trying to detach from an outcome as well. So, we do have the emotional withdrawal card, right? So that's the Eight of Cups, and this is turning your back on something that is no longer fulfilling for you. Turning your back on maybe your emotions in general. Sometimes we do need to detach emotionally from situations or people, or things that we're waiting for. It's like, you know what, I can't be emotional about this right now. I've got to be logical. So with this particular energy here, you could be contemplating making some moves. Maybe you are waiting for something to transpire or a door to open for yourself. And when we do get the emotional withdrawal card, this can certainly say that maybe you do need to emotionally detach from something, but this can also say that you are emotionally detached from something and we've got to process some feelings, or we've got to do something a little bit different to re-engage our emotions, right? So it all depends on what kind of situation that you are in. However, trumping that, we do have the patience card and we've got truth. So the patience card is the temperance card, everything in moderation. This is a reminder that you're always watched over, guided, and protected. But this is saying that, sometimes, especially, in the social media hyped world that we live in, right? We somehow have been trained a little bit for instant gratification, right? And remember, what you see online is smoke and mirrors, okay? It's not necessarily any truth in reality, okay? It does take some time to get things sorted out. It does take some time to resolve some issues. It does take some time to save up for that thing that you wanted. Yes, surprises, miracles, and wonderful things can happen, but most of the time it's slow and steady wins the race, one foot in front of the other. Be patient, take things in stride, and you will get to where you get to. You will find the thing you're looking for. You will open the door that you want to open. But we do need to practice that energy of patience and calm. Okay, the patience card does bring about balance, healing, and forgiveness as well. Okay, especially with self, right? Especially with yourself. Sometimes we are our own worst enemy and we beat ourselves up for nothing. Okay, so where do you need to be a little bit more patient? Where do you need to practice a little bit of moderation? Where do you need to, again, maybe detach from controlling an outcome and allow something to transpire? What changes do you need to make in your world to make it so that you can engage with your emotions in a wonderfully healthy way, right? So sometimes what happens is, we of course decide that we need to make change before we actually physically do it. Okay, so again, with that emotional withdrawal card, there could be something going on with you where, you've been very patient, okay, or you've tried to heal something, but now you got to face the truth. Is the situation, is the thing, is the relationship, is it going to go the distance? Is it something that you're going to carry forward with you? Is there a potential, a possibility for it to evolve or revive? Can there be healing and forgiveness? And can we move forward? You're facing the truth. And when we do get this particular energy, there is no turning back once we figure out what the truth is, whether it comes to us via a conversation, via doing some soul searching, via, gathering all the facts that we can gather, whatever it happens to be. This is the judgment card, right? So we see the truth, we see the light, but we're called to action and we're answering the call because clearly something here needs to be addressed. Something here needs a little bit of a focus. But with the truth, with the judgment card, right? With the call, you see the light. What does that light say to you? Right? We can unearth, we can uncover something that was previously not seen. We get a big aha moment like, whoa, I didn't look at it that way, or I didn't know that information, or I didn't see that before. We can discover if something is salvageable, right? Because that judgment energy, this does bring about, number one, things that get revealed that previously weren't seen to us. We can get forgiveness and healing provided we let things go. If you think of a relationship, you think of the, lovers quarrel and things like that. How many times have you had a friend or a family or a romantic partner where there was one thing, something, and this thing kept coming up. And even though you've talked about it, you've hashed it over, and there's forgiveness and all this stuff, but it keeps coming up. It means it hasn't been let go of. And there's something behind that, right? Why can't we let it go? We need to let it go to move on because true forgiveness, we're not going to forget things, we're not going to forget the lesson, okay? But we stop bringing it up every moment that we can. So, there has to be that detachment there. There has to be that letting go. Let's let it go. Let's wipe the slate clean and move forward in a healthy way. There's no point for us to bring this up again. So sometimes we get repeating patterns, repeating cycles, repeating issues that come up. And when we have the judgment card here, this is saying, this can't keep happening. This can't keep coming up. And it can be some fears and guilts and doubts and worries and things that reside within you. It doesn't have to involve another person. But this is where you're seeing your obstacles, you're seeing your challenges, and you're empowered here. And you've got the help, the support, the backing from spirit here to really detach, to really let go so that you can free yourself from the baggage and you can move forward. But we do have second chances that can come out here, but we also have finality, right? So finally, the end of something can certainly come out with that particular message. Let's get some more messages here. Got the birds, owls in this particular case. Got the stars. And we've got the bear. Sometimes having a conversation about something can actually really open our eyes to another person's perspective and can actually make something stronger. The owls, the birds here, this can certainly represent communication. It can sometimes represent getting some advice from someone very wise, right? Wise old owls, intuitive owls. It also one of trust the communication, the downloads that you're getting. Okay, the stars on this particular deck can certainly represent expansion and growth. It can represent a lot of luck. Okay, so a conversation can open doors for you. A conversation can bring you maybe the lucky break that you've been looking for. or it can change your perspective, right? But these stars can also represent electrifying energy and your intuition as well. So it's really saying to you here that whatever you're going through right now, whatever decisions you're making, the answers do lie within you. But there could also be somebody around that is maybe a little bit wiser in the ways of things than you are, because they've maybe experienced things a little bit more than you. So there could be somebody that whose guidance that you can seek, but there's also guidance coming to you from the stars. Okay, so your intuition is very much on point. We do have the bear, and so part of who you might talk to who can help out, right? We've got Mama Bear coming out here with the bear. Okay, this can also be in financial matters. The bear can certainly represent some finances here to expand your finances and grow your finances here. Maybe you do need to talk to somebody who is in a powerful position. And, a powerful position doesn't need to be like a CEO or anything like that. It can just represent somebody who has a lot of knowledge and information and can help. And so if you're trying to do something better with your money, right, this can be a financial advisor that you go and talk to, that you look for. Okay. If you're looking for some relationship advice, right, this can again be somebody who you can talk to that is wise in those ways. All right. But this can certainly represent you gaining power and gaining strength and not forgetting how strong you are. The bear does represent strength, right? We power through things. We go into that mama bear kind of mode, right? And we do something that we really know we need to do. So remember your own power and remember your own inner strength. And you have the power to make some very magically and sparkly things happen. That star card coming out of this deck is really quite a beautiful card, especially with the other cards that it's come out with, right? It's written in the stars. There could be some fated events going on. But also it feels like there's some things that are aligning for you. So get ready for some action, some excitement, some change, perhaps, and those doors if you've been waiting for something to open. Let's get a couple more cards here. We've got patience, for the second time. Okay. Repeating messages, always worth listening to. Patience, trust the higher forces of life to know what is best for you. And remember that when you are asked to wait, you are being prepared for something even better than you expected. So change your attitude to one of acceptance. Relax and take stock. Ask your angel to enfold you during this waiting period so that you can listen to the promptings of the divine. Do not rush off on some wild goose chase of your lower will. When the time is right and you are ready and refreshed, the door will open. Patience is always rewarded. In your affirmation, all things happen at the perfect time. Let's get your next one. Wisdom. There's your owls coming out. Knowledge is learnt, but wisdom is the divine prompting within you. Your angel guidance is to connect to your still, quiet center and listen to the wisdom of your soul. Then you will take decisions and act from your own divine or your own infinite self. With wisdom, life takes on a new perspective as dramas and fears become insignificant in comparison with the magnificence of the overall picture. Walk your path in life as one of the wise ones, and you will revere and respect you, and all will revere and respect you. Your affirmation, I listen to my wisdom. And let's get a couple final messages out here for you. Thank you very much. And we have quadruple 8. Wow, we're not messing around. And actually, I do like that this has come out because the stars can be like some really good luck, right? So anyways, quadruple 8, forward movement, innovation, focus, creation, progress, forward movement, skills, and goals. An opportunity, help, extra cash, or other support is coming your way. So keep going and have fun when performing your tasks. The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded big time. Very nice. And we've got 1122. Major change. Advice, comfort, major change, individuality, independence. Have faith in your skills and talents as they are a tool that can provide you with a bright future. A piece of good advice, a moment of enlightenment, or a comforting message is on its way. Everything will work out in your favor. Beautiful. And on that note, I'll leave that there for you guys. I hope there was something here for you. So please do like, share, and subscribe. I truly do appreciate that. It does help the channel get seen. I've been told recently that apparently it's hard to find. I don't know. It's a mystery. But anyways, if you do like my content and you do want to be able to find me again, do hit that subscribe button. If you hit the notification bell, then you should, in theory, also get notifications. I have my notifications set to give me one when my videos get posted, and sometimes it's like a couple hours after the fact. It's not always instantaneous. So it's the strangest thing. But anyways, that's part of how you find the channel again. But I thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye.